This is a Poet Punch podcast.
Right, guys.
Hello.
It's been a while. Hello.
Yes.
The Sky Person, he's come down, right?
What was the last episode that we made?
It was
The Maker?
it was the Maker, and then it was Fantastic Four bonus episode.
Ah, yes.
So it's been a while, guys. You know how we said there was going to be 2 special episodes,
But yeah.
the finale, and that they were going to come soon.
Well.
Obviously, they did not come soon, but they are coming. They will come before Doomsday.
Soon is relative.
Soon is relative. It will be sooner
when it's closer
than
to coming
Doomsday.
out. And also, like, in a few weeks' time, it's sooner now than it was then.
Yeah, you might have seen a teaser trailer that Tom
we did.
made.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
Prime Mover, what handsome chap.
A lovely guy.
It's me, Prime Mover. He leaves the chair.
So what are we doing today?
All right, the Sky Person has watched Avatar 3 times.
Yes,
and because of that, he's seen visions. He's seen visions.
I've seen the future.
Yeah, he knows what happens beyond the world of Pandora.
Yes.
In the Marvel
Eywa
universe,
will provide the trailers.
Eywa will provide the trailers, the way of the trailers.
Yes,
the way of the trailers has no beginning and no end.
So, for somebody who hasn't watched Avatar 3 and hasn't been online at all,
lives under a rock.
What are these trailers? What's going on?
What are the trailers, mate? Oh, I'm so glad that you asked me and not yourself. The trailers are they're kind of like end credit scenes. But shorter before movies. They're not cut up like trailers. They're cut up like end credit scenes. Yeah, and then they'll say like so and so will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Yes,
and there's been 4
of them.
There might be more. And then,
don't
worry, we will make another James Cameron sequel.
It's unlikely that there's going to be more trailers.
But it's unlikely.
So let's go through them one at a time.
Yeah, so we'll start with the one that I don't like.
Cast yourself back to the first week of Avatar: Fire and Ash. So sit down. They play the Odyssey trailer.
Yeah,
and you're like,
that helmet looks dog shit, but the rest of it's all right.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah,
and then the trailer, quote unquote, begins. So the first trailer is the Steve Rogers one. We're just gonna quickly watch through it now. Yeah. I will admit this is probably the weaker of the trailers, probably because there's no
He's smiling at the baby, and then it says Steve Rogers will return.
Yeah.
In Avengers Doomsday, and that makes sense, because they can no longer say Captain America will return, because he is not Captain America. It's almost like my main grievance with that entire concept is I'm not opposed to Chris Evans coming back. I'm opposed to Steve Rogers having a notable plot point. Yeah. And now, when we started discussing it, the only situation where I really committed to it, committed so hard that they have made one bad movie with the other one. Yeah. Is if this is he has done something in the past, and so the present is his child. What do you mean? Like if Steve never teams up with the Avengers in this movie, but his kid has an action, like a consequence of an action, right? Within the present, I'll be happier than if Steve turns up and goes, "I'm actually here as well."
See, I don't think that's going to happen realistically.
Like, I feel like if they're bringing back Chris Evans and they're paying him that money, he's going to be there in the ensemble, right? I just don't see the point. I especially because I really feel like there's only one allowance for bringing back a mainstay cast member in that way, and I think that is Tony Stark and that is Iron Man. Yeah, although it's not even as Tony Stark, as Doctor Doom. Yeah, right. If Chris Evans is maybe, I would even take him being the Human Torch over this, unironically. Right. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, that's still also possible that's happening as well. That could happen as well.
I'm also just I think I'm slightly annoyed on Anthony Mackie's behalf in a little way, because he's put in the work. He is Captain America, and then he had to sit through the worst movie of 2025. Yeah, for Marvel. When that's clearly not on him. That's on the writing team. That's on the producers. That's on everyone else but him. Yeah. and then he's got to sit there and go like, "Oh yeah, Chris Evans is back. Cool." I guess the passing of the torch means less than what it did originally.
But I guess we don't know what the dynamic is going to be at all. First of all, we don't.
But like, this is just
know
my gut feeling.
We don't even know if Steve Rogers will be around the Avengers at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he is, I'm not thrilled.
Right.
Personally,
I think as long as he's not Captain America. I think it's fine. I think if he's just Steve and the fact that it says Steve Rogers and not Captain America.
But I think that's because if they said Captain America, that really would have been like showing your cards, going, "Oh no, we're just bringing back."
I think it completely depends on what they do with him.
Yeah, obviously, like there's a world where. Like, I'm not saying that I'm definitively right, and obviously, if they do this, then blah 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 blah. That means that they're definitely going to crumble or whatever. But I just don't personally like that choice.
Okay,
and I wouldn't have made that choice.
Yeah,
had I been in the writing team.
No.
Anyway, I'm not, am I?
No.
So. I'm on the writing team for Freaky Feige,
and our Doomsday one.
And our Doomsday one.
So. Onto trailer 2.
Yep. The better one. It's a forest.
Father.
It's 4.
All my life, I've answered every call.
It's the Foo Fighters.
To honor, duty, to war. But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child. A life untouched by the storm. Learn to be the strength of the old fathers, so that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle, but stillness. The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
Now that, a way better trailer.
Yeah.
One, because it's revealing slightly more to us.
We know a plot point.
I think I would actually have less of a problem with the Steve Rogers one if we just had a little bit more dialogue explaining the context.
Any dialogue would be good. Yeah.
Whereas 4 is literally like they're doing a really good job, from what I can see so far, of getting the beats of Love and Thunder with the daughter and the kind of change up that story is telling, while returning to the kind of darker tone of the original 2 movies of 4.
Yeah.
It actually seems like quite a good balance of understanding that everyone did like the original Taika movie, didn't quite like the Love and Thunder, but still didn't like drop elements of the Love and Thunder. Yeah, well, the
Russos are quite... I mean, you look at Endgame with Thor the Dark World.
Yeah.
They are...
Yeah, exactly. Like Endgame.
They're very good at like
Endgame made the beats of For the Dark World actually meaningful.
Yeah.
When you look at just the Dark World on its own, that is the biggest pile of dog shit.
But like for me, that's always been like one of the big strengths of the MCU is that like when they make certain movies make the previous movies better.
Yeah.
Like Infinity War.
It's the same strengths as stuff like the Clone Wars. Like, the Clone Wars makes the prequels better. And
Infinity War makes, or for me at least, makes, like, Civil War better. And makes I like Civil War, but it makes Civil War feel more impactful because part of the reason why they lose is because of what happened in Civil War and the fact that it's a split Avengers.
Yeah.
And then like, Civil War made Avengers Age of Ultron better by showing you it's
and this is returning to form as well, because the problem with the current phases right now is that it's both a blessing and a curse right now in that because everything is so spread out, you don't see direct consequences between movies.
Yeah.
The closest you get is maybe like Thunderbolts and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the Captain America stuff, right? But even then, fairly, not quite there.
But that's the thing, is I think that this movie will probably change a lot of people's perceptions on. I mean, Thunderbolts will probably get a resurgence of people watching it because of this.
Well, I honestly think, because I hadn't bothered watching mainly because of what I was doing for work at the time, but the Black Panther sequel.
Yeah.
I think, without getting too much into that, I think this is going to have a resurgence of people looking back at that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's that, like, I definitely have my qualms with certain bits, but there are other parts where I'm like, yeah, the Russos know what they're doing.
But I also think that, like, one of the most inspired bits of Love and Thunder is the end of, like, giving Thor a different level of responsibility than the one he was expecting at the beginning of the movie. And
it's also a full, if you think about it, all 4 movies, it is a good arc ender.
Yeah.
You have the difficulty of the father and the son with Odin and Thor. Yeah. And then you have Thor learning what it means to be a father and what it means to kind of show love and
thunder,
I guess, with a show, where you're like kind of...
I imagine that, like, I mean, obviously Thor's going to end up being in a much more like Odin-like position in this.
It's also interesting that if you look at then Loki and Thor, how much they're both kind of becoming their father.
Well, then this whole
they're learning what it means to hold like
trailer
a power
is basically him praying to his father, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that
I could see that being the person he's accidentally praying to is Loki?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Is that like Loki answers instead, or Loki hears it?
Do you know what? I don't know what podcast it is, but it's one of those good comic ones. Someone had a very interesting point of like who should hold. I think there's been some sort of conversation circulating around of who like someone else holding Thor's hammer that isn't Captain America or Thor.
I think Loki's the one.
The best take I've heard is Loki.
Yeah.
And that Loki grabs it and then just hands it to Thor because his arc is understanding that he doesn't have a yearning for power anymore.
Yeah.
I quite like that one.
But then, how active do you think Loki will be?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think that's the one thing the thing I'm probably most excited about Doomsday. Even when you look past all the people returning and all of the characters in it, is I'm excited because I genuinely we knew what Fantastic Four was going to be. We kind of knew what Thunderbolts was going to be.
The only thing that I think only I was surprised by, although I know I've seen lots of people also be surprised by, was that the Fantastic Four won at the end of the movie. Yeah. Because I genuinely, and I think if I have a gripe still with that movie, it's that I feel like they should have ended it on a bad note rather than on a good note. But I don't know, because that really would have set up the time crisis stuff.
Yeah, but it's hard to know. Again, having not seen Doomsday, we don't know what it is. We don't know how similar it's going to be to the comics. Is it going to be this multiverse ending threat in the same way, or is it going to be a different form? Is the threat going to be something similar but not mechanically completely different?
Although it now makes sense given that we've seen. When did we see the end credits for Doom? Was it literally at the end of Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
That does bring a little bit of they still need a little bit of time to establish who Doom is on planet 828.
Yes.
Before they get to whatever's happening in the beats. So you can't really destroy a planet before you even get to the point of revealing who the villain is, who also happens to live on that planet.
Because we literally know nothing about Doom at all, other than that he's played by Robert Downey Jr.
He's played by Robert Downey Jr.
But even then, that could be a lie. That could be not true as well. There's always a possibility that that's just not true.
That would be wild.
Because we haven't seen his face.
Superior Iron Man.
There are rumors.
Bring him in.
There are rumors that we won't see his face through the whole of Doomsday.
Interesting.
Because there was somebody asked about I think it was Dune versus Doomsday, and they said what do you think about Academy Awards? And they were talking to somebody who knew who apparently knows the script or has seen the script or has seen a version of the script or the story or something. And he said that there's a reason, and this is based only on the script, there's a reason why he doesn't think that like Robert Downey Jr. could win like certain awards for it. And that implies that it's a voice acting role, which changes.
Right.
But I'm not sure how. I do think they will be very careful with how they use his face, if they use it at all.
Because it's almost like, because if they're really going with that angle, other than there being massive Marvel and Disney shakeups, what was the reason for revealing him?
Yeah, well, I mean, I suppose
like
it gets the talk around.
It does get the talk around, but I don't know. Like, if they were truly going for that angle, I would have said keep your mouth shut.
Right, I think if Marvel was in a better position with the general audiences,
if Bob Chapek hadn't existed,
yeah,
then
if Marvel was in the position they were in when Infinity War was coming out, I think they could have kept their mouth shut.
That would have been the Thor hammer moment,
and then it would have been like oh my god, who is playing Doom? Who is
they haven't shown that on the cut. Yeah, like it would have almost been the equivalent of the gimmick of the Thunderbolts New Avengers stuff.
Yeah,
in terms of poster release, or like
yeah,
it probably would have been like week 1. What do we see? We just see Doom's face, and then suddenly it's like, oh shit. Robert Downey Jr. is on the posters.
I don't think he will be, you know?
No, but I mean in the world where they never revealed him.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think Robert Downey Jr.'s face will be on the poster.
Right, but I'm saying in that...
Anyway, even then I don't think...
Interesting.
I think it's going to be very similar to like Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer, where most people will be like, are you sure that was him?
Right. Okay. Next trailer. Which one is that again? It's the... yes.
Yes.
Right, hold on. We didn't record last time. I bullied the shit out of you for this. Oh. I need to bully you again. Right, this man watched Avatar 3 times, right?
Yeah.
And I was about to watch a fourth. He booked a free ticket to Odeon.
Yeah.
Just to sit there and watch the trailer a day early.
Yeah. It was free.
Disgusting behavior.
It was free.
Disgusting behavior.
You would do it if
you should feel. But no, I wouldn't do it because I would sit down and watch the movie. I'm dead serious.
Do you remember? The stories of those people? That like when the Phantom Menace was like that Phantom Menace trailer was in cinemas and people would go to the cinema, watch the trailer, and then leave. Out.
Yeah, they're scum as well.
No, they're not.
They are.
No.
You're part of a lineage of people that should be in jail.
All right. Anyway, trailer 3.
Charge.
Death comes for us all. That's all I know for sure. The question isn't, are you prepared to die? The question is, who will you be when you close your eyes?
When you close your eyes. I'm so happy on so many levels. And now I understand that it's very much not a brave take to be mostly excited for the X-Men in this movie. But they were truly way back. First Class is what got me to care about superhero movies before anything. I think it was that, and then watching the X-Men movies as a kid afterwards. And Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart are both such great generational talents from our
I've just done a rewatch.
Yeah.
Of X-Men, X2, Last Stand, First Class, and Days of Future Past, and the Wolverine.
It's truly phenomenal stuff.
And I stopped at Days of Future Past because it's a perfect ending or lead on to this, I think, than the prequel stuff. I think that teaser will get more people in the cinema than any of the others.
Yeah, no, truly. It's also that they're committing to the original costumes. Fantastic. So it's not just the Logan stuff.
I showed my parents that, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't know they were going to be in the Avengers at all."
Yeah,
and then we're like, oh, that's really cool. Like,
that's
really
because
cool.
it's one thing to show the
cast,
in the seats, and then it's another thing to show, look, here's Cyclops.
Yeah.
And speaking of Cyclops, James Marsden, I'm so happy for him because like his quality of work since X-Men is exponentially better.
Yeah.
He's one of the highlights of Westworld. He's amazing in Paradise.
Yeah.
He's such a
and Sonic.
And everyone loves Sonic, man. I still need to watch Sonic.
I haven't seen Sonic either.
It's such a generational talent.
Yeah.
How he's the buddy cop of Sonic in those movies. But yeah, no, that genuinely is quite exciting to see Cyclops in an original costume and then focusing on Cyclops, because if you look at those original movies,
yeah,
one thing that is clear is that they defocus on Cyclops and they go for Wolverine. And we have our opinions on that. That was what was needed at the time, but like it's good.
Yeah,
he gets his like time in the limelight. Is Hugh Jackman even in the cast for this one?
Not yet.
He's not on the list,
and it's not been announced either. There's no
I think he's going to be more of a Secret Wars
like
thing
Chris.
with Deadpool.
Yeah, like Chris Evans was kind of already known to be in the cast, even though he wasn't in the announcement.
Even it wasn't in the announcement. Yeah.
This no, there's been nothing about Ryan Reynolds, nothing about
Hugh Jackman,
nothing about like Halle Berry or I don't know the actress who plays Jean Grey, but nothing about them either. How much of the movie
have got Beast though?
How much of the movie do you think they will be in?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Do you reckon they'll be similar to the Guardians in Infinity War?
But that was a long amount of time. If we're looking at runtime of Infinity War, that was at least 40 minutes of a full.
But that movie is split into splits groups apart.
Yeah.
And I think that this movie will be very similar to that.
I think there's with that, there was that thing that the Beast actor accidentally let slip, right?
Right.
I think he accidentally let slip who he was with.
I think they've all kind of done that.
But he was
it was the Nightcrawler one, I think. It was Alan Cumming.
Oh, so there was Nightcrawler also in the movie. I think Beast let slip something to do. I'm really half remembering this. I think there was something to do with him being in that Fantastic Four stuff.
Yeah.
So
because they've reused a lot of the sets from Thunderbolts.
If they're continuing the stuff that happened after Marvels as well, then he's with what's her face, that other Captain Marvel, from Sword or whatever,
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
Now is she going to be in this movie? Who knows?
Who knows? Truly, is Brie Larson in this movie?
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
No. Neither is Iman Vellani. None of the Young Avengers.
That's wild.
None of the Eternals. We could do it.
Oh well. They bring in Brian Tyree Henry.
What do you mean Sprite's not coming back?
Man, what the fuck, man? I still haven't rewatched Eternals since that first watching.
I have done. It is
a little bit of lore for you guys. That was the night I came out to my mother.
Yeah,
because I also watched Eternals.
Yeah, what a wild way to do it. I honestly,
what a wild combination.
Eternals if you like Eternals, that's fine,
right?
And but for me, I think people like Eternals.
We truly mentioned Eternals once, and then went. Let me tell you something.
I think people like Eternals because it's not like the MCU, and that's their only reason for liking it.
Yeah, they already don't like the MCU, and they want something. They want something new, man. They want something new.
Yeah, and it's but it's not good,
and it's not. I would also argue it's not new. It's regressive on several levels.
It feels like,
if anything, it feels like the Incredible Hulk.
No,
it does.
No,
it feels like that.
It feels like
Edward Norton.
It feels like from that era. It feels like an early. It feels like an early 2000s, 2010s.
Even down to the costuming.
Yeah,
because the costuming is grayed out details from characters in the original script. No, in the original comics that have quite over the top whimsical decals.
Yeah,
because they're god creatures, and that's what you do when you're in the 70s and you're on LSD in the Marvel script department.
But anyway, as I was saying, how much if you take Infinity War's runtime,
and
we look at
how long are the Eternals in there?
None.
No, they're
For the
there
X-Men,
for 2 hours.
For the X-Men, like, is there a group that you think that they're going to be similar to?
They already announced that it's a 3-hour movie, right? I swear they've done that.
Yeah, it's like...
My estimation, then, I'm going to go with 52 minutes.
Really?
52 minutes of there is an X-Men on screen.
Interesting.
Possibly 1 hour, 4 minutes. These are my weirdly specific runtime guesses.
Right.
1 hour, 4 minutes, or 52 minutes.
Interesting.
Now, you guess some runtimes.
I think it's going to be less.
Right?
I think it's going to be much less. I think it's like half an hour.
Okay. So this is, just for the record, this is for every X-Men on screen. So if Nightcrawler is in a scene with, like, some random Avengers, I'm saying that counts.
Right.
If Cyclops is on screen, that counts.
But then,
if Patrick Stewart is on screen, that counts.
How do you reckon the X-Men will be split up and integrated, or do you think it will be like?
Do you know what I think? Just realizing now, I think that it's going to potentially have the entire movie / one of the earliest scenes, be Magneto and Patrick Stewart playing chess with each other, and the reason that they're in the same room and they're confiding in one another is because their world is about to end.
Yeah.
They have their time crisis moment, and that's established. And then because of that, all of the X-Men are split across all of the different situations.
Right.
So maybe, I think it's probably going to be that Charles Xavier and Magneto are back at the X-Mansion, knowing deep down that nothing's going to change the fact that the world's going to end. And then the X-Men themselves, led by Cyclops, possibly with that rage scene, are trying to, like, stop the end of the world from the incursion event that's happening in the blah, 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 right? And then that ends horribly. They're spread out. Then the real beats of the movie begin.
Maybe.
I would possibly even say the first 20 minutes is X-Men.
Interesting.
That's my guess.
Or
at least that's what I would do.
Part of me thinks that it's going to be something similar to the Thor and Rocket and Groot in the Nidavellir, the Forge place,
where, like, most of the Guardians are with Thor, but then there's a split up.
Yeah, and I think that the X-Men will probably, like, the main players of the X-Men
bubble of X-Men, and then
will have that chunk of time. It'll be like, what is that, like maybe 20-30 minutes. And, like, maybe there'll be some that are...
I think they're also going to be, because they're
mixed.
the Russo brothers,
yeah,
and because they have basically this amazing legacy of Infinity War and Civil War and Endgame, and then a bunch of recent Netflix blunders.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be very careful to not repeat the same beats, almost.
What, of Infinity War?
Of Infinity War and Endgame.
Or
at least if I was the Russo brothers, this is what I would do, given that they're almost, like, it's very mean to say, but they're almost known for making quite generic action titles right now. Because even the good one that they made, well, not that I've seen that much of it, it's The Grey Man.
Yeah.
The Grey Man is quite generic. And then you look at whatever that robot one was, with Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Electric State, or whatever the fuck. Also quite generic slob.
Yeah,
So I think they're really going to try and not keep to formula.
Interesting.
In a way of attempting to...
I think, again, part of the bit that's really exciting about this movie is...
Nobody knows.
Like Infinity War, you knew what it was going to be about.
Do you know what it's like? You're not going to like me saying this. It's like Star Wars Episode 7. When the first trailer came out.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on with that? Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Well, I don't think it... Well, it's not going to be like that. I think...
It's almost like that. Of like, why are they there?
Actually, I think this is closer to what Endgame felt like. Where Endgame was very... Like, Infinity War was like, we know what the plot of this movie is going to be. This movie is going to be Thanos going around and collecting all the stones.
Yeah.
And...
Because we've been told it throughout all of these previous movies.
And we didn't know Endgame existed at that point, and so we didn't know whether or not they would win or lose.
Yeah.
And when they lost, it was a big deal. And we still didn't know, like, that there was going to be another movie.
A lot of people who were like, that's it. Yeah. That's the end. That's fucked up, man.
To be fair, though, that didn't happen at Infinity War.
There were people.
Were there?
There were definitely people.
There were
like,
people.
That's it. That's the end.
There were people who did that. In
I won't name names. But I do.
you know.
I do remember people being like, That's it. That's how it ended. And then everyone turning around being like, obviously not.
Like, obviously, there's going to be more.
Obviously, it's a movie, man. Like they're gonna, like, the heroes are gonna win at the end, man.
Yeah,
there are people out there that go, "That's it."
Yeah,
I take things at extreme face value.
That happened at the Endgame. Like when I first watched Endgame, when they killed Thanos, and then well, the second they kill Thanos, I remember loads of people in that theater being like, "So what's the movie? What's the movie about?"
So I just wait and see.
Because I think people were expecting like the movie to be like them fighting Thanos, them trying to fight Thanos over the course of 3 hours while he escapes or whatever,
and everyone's dead. Blah 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 blah.
But like, if you remember when that first Endgame trailer came out, that was like, that's like, I've rewatched that recently. That gives away like nothing of the plot at all. But it actually, and so that excitement of like, man, I don't know what this movie's gonna be. Like we didn't know that there was gonna be like a whole like hour of time travel in it. You didn't know that
no one knew that. And then when it was starting to happen, you're like, oh shit,
we're doing it.
We're going there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like there were rumors that like it was going to be time travel. There was also rumors that like it was going to be like completely other stuff instead. So you never really knew like what that movie was going to be. And with this one, it's like everything that we saw from set leaks and stuff, we've pretty much seen in these revealed trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the X Mansion thing, we saw leaked photos of that.
Right, like, yeah. Is that the one where it was like was that the grass? There was some drone camera stuff. Where people saw
and there were like craters in the ground. Yeah,
right.
And we also know that like they shot at Pinewood Studios, where they have a huge forest section, which I assume is where they just did that Thor trailer as well. But like other than that, like they've kept this movie really well under wraps.
Yeah,
and I mean part of that is obviously filming in a studio and not in public.
Do you know what I think?
Or in a quarry.
Do you know what I've realised we've
Deadpool
forgotten about?
Wolverine.
We haven't even discussed all the AI trailers that we watched.
We're not done yet. We've not discussed the final.
Because I love those because they were really hard hitting. They really guessed the beats, and it's just like, Dr. Doom, you are bad.
Yeah.
Zoom around.
Anyway, and finally for the last trailer.
Yes.
Right. Perhaps one that gives away.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
Maybe the most story.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
This is the closest. Like, there's some interesting stuff, but this is the closest to So That Just Happened.
Oh, what?
That any of the trailers get.
Because it's trying to be like the funnier one of it. But like even then.
But anyway, we'll let it speak for itself.
I've lost everyone that matters to me. The king has his duties to prepare our people for the afterlife. I have mine.
King M'Baku of Wakanda.
Ben, Yancey Street, between Broome and Grand.
So what I hadn't, because I've only watched that once before, what I hadn't realised is that M'Baku is now
King.
Yeah.
Which
and so she's given up the title of being the leader.
She does that in Black Panther too, though.
Does she? Because it's been a while. So she gave it up and gave it to M'Baku.
Well, the ceremony where you're meant to fight for who gets to be king.
She didn't do it.
She doesn't show up to that.
And then he wins by default.
He's the one who shows up, and and you assume either nobody challenges him or maybe someone doesn't fucking loses. But yeah, so M'Baku is king, which I think is
I think that's quite clever as well.
Yeah.
In terms of like, especially if you lose like a genuine generational talent like Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Like that is a good understanding of like, okay, this is what a nation does when it loses something like that.
And the good thing of like splitting up Black Panther and King, like splitting that between two people again, because it was meant to be a rare thing. It was a rare thing that the King, or the King is not always meant to be Black Panther. Sometimes the King is Black Panther, but sometimes it's always, not.
Yeah,
it's normally almost always like the King's son at that time. Or so it kind of makes sense to
it's almost like
to
the
split that role
Prince,
up.
Yeah,
the stuff with Namor is going to be very interesting.
Preparing us for the afterlife is also an interesting line.
Yeah,
that probably means that Wakanda at least knows that the crisis is happening.
Well,
if the Avengers don't,
well then,
because I can also see Wakanda going, well, because of all of the antagonism of America in the last movie, you know who to correspond with.
Yeah,
we're going to keep this knowledge to ourselves. Oh wait, there's this new group in town. I don't know. The Fantastic Four meeting up with them is interesting.
I can kind of see it.
Because also we know from that end credit that at least the Thunderbolts see the F4 ship going to Earth.
Yeah, but they don't know. They didn't show where it was going.
That might mean that the whole thing for the Thunderbolts is how do we get into Wakanda?
Yeah. But that also doesn't look like Wakanda as well. That's a desert area. But it's a desert area with like Aztec. There aren't really deserts in that area. So a lot of people have been thinking, have like weird disaster stuff. Has that weird disaster stuff already started happening?
Or it could be that Namor is claiming territory within Africa.
Maybe.
That could also be the workaround. Is that they are still at war, no? Are they not at war?
No, they're not at war.
Maybe it's an embassy?
I don't know, but like
I'm half remembering that movie.
I think that there will probably be a bit more of a political, like there'll be some like Avengers infighting going on about how to solve this problem. I think will be one of the more interesting things.
Whereas the Wakandans in the F4 just get shit done. Yeah.
I'm more interested to see like Shuri and Reed Richards interact, to be honest, than I am about like M'Baku.
That would genuinely be fascinating. Yeah. I mean, the Thing is intelligent, but
but like
not the same level.
I again, this whole movie is so like it's so abstract in my mind.
Yeah, it's almost like we haven't seen it.
No, but like
idiot.
No, but there are like there are some movies, especially Marvel movies, where I'm like, I know how this is going to go. Like Kang Dynasty.
It's easier to predict how like.
I kind of knew more about what Kang Dynasty would have been. I feel
right, yeah, I see.
Or like,
but it's also just it's easier to predict solo movies than it is to predict ensemble movies because you just don't know which characters are interacting with who.
Yeah,
for the first thing,
Deadpool and Wolverine was far more easy to predict.
Yeah,
or the Thunderbolts, or
even then, Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't think anyone predicted Blade.
No, but like
but even then, the beat of they escape the TVA, is kind of what you get from that, and then makes you think. That's the end of the trailers, isn't it?
That is.
That was the way of the trailers.
Marvel currently has a live stream going,
which
is just right now. Right now.
Oh, you mean it's the countdown?
They have their clock countdown going on, and that is presumably going to be going on. For the rest of the year until.
Do you think they're going to reveal anything on that countdown?
So there's been some speculation that like there will be like on the build up to when like an actual trailer is coming, they might start like doing like messing with it a bit.
Flash images.
Yeah. Do we? Okay. Here's the next question. Which trailer do you think we're more likely to see first? Spider-Man: Brand New Day or Doomsday?
When does Brand New Day come out again? End of this year or
middle of this year?
Middle of this year, Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't realize it was that soon.
It's this summer. Yeah.
Well, Brand New Day then.
Are you sure? I mean,
pretty sure.
So the Super Bowl is coming up, right? And it's next month. It's February.
I could see them committing to Spider-Man more than them committing to Doomsday for a Super Bowl.
Interesting. Do you not think that
especially
might...
because everyone's like, oh, this is going to be the good Spider-Man, and everyone doesn't quite know how to feel about Doomsday yet.
But do you not think that there's like the Super Bowl trailer spots are fucking expensive?
Yeah, Spider-Man is a big IP,
right? so is an Avengers movie. Like,
what did they do for Civil War?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I feel like it could end up being the equivalent of Civil War. What's up with my throat, man? Yeah.
Cough break.
Yeah. Everyone loved that on the audio.
Yeah.
But like, it is almost the equivalent of Civil War, where that's the Captain America IP being used for basically Avengers 1.5 or no, Avengers 2.5, right?
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man being what Avengers prelude to Doomsday.
But is Spider-Man going to be a prelude to Doomsday?
It's got Hulk. It's got the Punisher.
I think at best we'll get an end credit scene for that actually, like...
I could see them doing both at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
As in using that runtime for both movies. Or...
That's very expensive, though.
No, I mean as in, like, using the equivalent slot and then...
Yeah.
Basically going, this is Marvel, this is the brand right now, rather than this is specifically the X movie. When's Wonder Man coming out?
Wonder Man comes out end of this month.
Okay. And is that the last TV show thing before?
No, we've got Daredevil Season 2 coming in, like, I think March or April.
And when does Spider-Man come out again? In
summer.
So whatever's going on
like
with the
June
Punisher
July,
will probably happen before that, and then...
Yeah, but then so like I think that
so we know the Punisher's still alive by the end of Daredevil Season 2.
Yes, but
all audience listeners, I still haven't watched the recent Daredevil stuff.
Yeah, you
just
should.
haven't done it.
You should do. Well, they already announced they were at least going. No, they are doing a Punisher solo like hour.
Oh yeah, they're doing a TV movie.
Not a TV movie, but like it's
well,
like
one. It's
like 1 hour.
It's a special.
A special presentation is what they call it.
It's a TV movie.
But so that's happening. That's separate from Daredevil, because I think Daredevil is focusing more on Jessica Jones being in it for season 2.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
And yeah, but I think that like my guess would be that Daredevil doesn't either ends in Kingpin getting like arrested or stops being mayor, or he's still in it, but like either way the fallout of that will be what the Spider-Man movie is about, roughly,
or at least will have consequences to
that's what I mean. I mean, is it like while they can't necessarily use Kingpin, apparently,
right, okay,
apparently the rights for a Kingpin in movies is held by someone else. I think it might be held by Universal or something.
Surely Sony. Because he's in.
No, I don't think it is. I think there's like I think it's like a specific. There's like a specific light. If you do a live action,
does Universal hold it from when they did the Ben Affleck Daredevil?
I think so.
And then they had to license it out for Into the Spider-Verse.
No, I think animated has its own
different rules.
Yeah,
that's wild.
It's also like animated has its own things. Television has its own things. And then like movies, television, animated, live action. It's like a Punnett square of possible rights holders stuff, and that different parts of an IP can be given out to different people. So
it's such a stupid way.
So it's like Disney. It's like Disney owns the rights to Spider-Man in television, so they can. So that's why they have Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, that show,
yeah, which
was actually very good.
I watched a bit. It was alright. The best bit of it is Norman, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, where were we? What were we talking about?
But yes, like
I genuinely started spacing out when we started talking about IP for that.
So like Brand New Day.
Yeah. Because I like IP lore as well, but like when it comes to superhero IP lore, it's like there's bits where I'm like, oh my god, who wrote these contracts?
This is
what fucking moron wrote these contracts?
Because Marvel was fucking broke in the 90s.
Yeah, and then because it like goes from being like one of the brokest fucking like entertainment companies to one of the most profitable ones.
Yeah,
and then has the consequences of his actions like right afterwards. Like,
I personally think that Brand New Day will be a smaller stakes movie. I think it'll feel more like Homecoming.
But that's what people have been wanting as well, yeah.
Which means that I don't think they're going to have enough... They're going to be... I think maybe the end credit scene of that is the sky, like, ripping open, and you see, like, the other
almost
worlds.
like the equivalent of when, like, his identity is revealed at the end of Far From Home.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I could definitely see that being like we sorted everything. Great.
And then it's like, oh shit, something else.
The sky.
The sky just ripped open.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if Doomsday has, like, a brief, like, 5-minute sequence that is, like, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and, like, the rest of the Defenders or something. Just, like, reacting to the fact that the world is fucking ending. And it's not, and they're not, like, main characters of that movie.
I don't know if I would enjoy that or not, because part of the problem with the Defenders for all those years that it was on television, is that it was them reacting to things that happened within the main Avengers,
right?
When their stories otherwise weren't related to it,
right? But that didn't work because it was their own project. I can see it
working again, but if anything, my brain would just be like, just let it be.
But they're already like they're back in the MCU.
I guess. Well, Daredevil's there,
and Jessica Jones is there. And
yeah,
Punisher's there. There's rumors about Luke Cage as well.
Interesting.
So like,
Luke Cage would be good.
No Iron Fist.
But Iron Fist is... The thing about Iron Fist is it wasn't bad.
I think Iron Fist season
good.
2 was the better season.
I don't even remember season 2. I probably stopped watching after
I think the promise of what would have been season 3 of Iron Fist was way cooler than like anything they did before. And yeah, like I don't know. I just think that it would be a shame to not include them, but I think you could very easily use Spider-Man, especially if we're sticking to like Spider-Man not taking his mask off anymore. I would include a handful
of them, basically.
Yeah.
I would include maybe like Daredevil and Luke Cage, or Daredevil and Jessica
like,
Jones,
like
where it's just like the two of them have a scene where it's like, oh, cool, the world's ending.
Or like imagine
everything
New York gets invaded, or the world is getting invaded by one of these other universes, Earths. And it's just like every now and then during like the battle, they're showing like all over the world, all these different battles are going on, and in New York,
and
they show like
it's almost like team like location team 2.
It's just
doing, like,
it's just showing you what people are doing.
Yeah,
in there, and then you could show like Miss Marvel or something in New Jersey, or like you
really
don't have to
traveling across the globe. New York and New Jersey.
Yeah, or you show like the Ten Rings. Yeah, like in China.
Yeah, that's a different location. That's not America.
Or something in fucking Russia. I don't know, but like
the UK.
But like, I think what you want.
Eternals,
I think what might be good for selling that Doomsday is like a threat to the world and not just like happening in this one field in Wakanda.
Is
showing like. This is showing
the different
what
local
it looks
neighborhood type people.
Yeah, what it looks like to have an entire world invaded.
It's almost like an on the ground perspective. Yeah. Which is what the comics are weirdly quite good at as well.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man is good in those kind of incursion events because Spider-Man is the oh shit, I've got to save people person in New York when things are really going badly. Or like,
and then you could kill some of them off.
Yeah, maybe.
That's all I'm saying. It's just
a little bit as a treat before you reset the universe and it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, and then you can either recast or keep the same cast.
Yeah.
As and when you feel
Don't
like
recast Daredevil. I'll kill you.
No.
Marvel.
Don't recast Punisher either.
Yeah. Two of the best casting decisions of all time. Like, easy.
I actually think...
Also, at that point, Charlie Cox would have pretended to be blind and started, like, not looking people in the eye for no reason. That would have been cruel, man. Yeah.
So, until we get another trailer...
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
Or until if we maybe
everyone needed this new Marvel slot from
or if
us.
we get the Doomsday episode out soon, maybe.
Not happening.
It's not happening soon.
Not happening soon, bro.
It's coming. It's coming along. It's coming along.
It's coming. It's coming up.
All right.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
It was nice to see you, Kevin.
It's there. Oh yeah, hi Kevin.
Yeah.
How's it been? We're very busy.
I'm stressed out.
Miss Peaky.
Right. Nice seeing you, Kevin. Bye, Kevin.
Get out of my fucking office.